National Food Authority or NFA spokesperson Rex Estopera says imported rice is safe to eat after weevils are smoked out. He assures the public that tests will be conducted to determine if rice imports will be safe to eat or should be returned to suppliers. The rice imports were not brought out of ships due to bad weather. Rice cannot get wet because it will be ruined. It's hot inside ships, which is conducive for hatching of the pests. But Estopera says the government will not pay for the fumigation of weevil-infested rice. He says contracts specify the removal of weevils will be the responsibility of suppliers. Estopera says fumigation will be done on board the ships before the rice imports are brought out. Fumigation takes up to 12 days. After that, the rice can be distributed to local markets. The Philippine government imported rice from Vietnam and Thailand to address the soaring prices of rice and the depleted buffer stocks of the NFA. OpenSignal semi-annual report says Globe and Smart's overall mobile network download speeds have notably risen in the last 6 months. Analyzing crowdsourced data in the country, OpenSignal reports that in the last 6 months, Globe's average overall download speed saw an approximate 14% increase to 5 megabits, while Smart has grown by a whopping 29% to 7.5 megabits. The report attributes the improved download speeds to both companies' recent expansion of LTE reach in the country. In terms of availability, Globe is still leading with a metric score of 67.79%, while Smart has a metric score of 64%. Gilas Pilipinas bow to South Korea 91-82 to drop to the consolation round of the 2018 Asian Games basketball competition. Even with Filipino-American NBA player Jordan Clarkson at the helm and a slew of players delivering in key stretches, the Nationals couldn't pull away in a tight second half. The Philippine men's basketball team has absorbed many painful losses against Korea in the last 3 decades. National team head coach Yang Giao quickly takes the blame. He says, "It's my fault. I take responsibility for this loss." Giao admits his wards could not handle the Koreans' long shots, zone defense, and even naturalized player Ricardo Ratliff. Gilas, who are trying to avoid replicating their worst finish at 7th in the 2014 Incheon Games, will drop to the classification round. Meanwhile, Korea will go up against the winner of the other quarterfinal match between Iran and Japan in the Final Four. The production of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is currently on hold. The production stopped as Marvel and Disney regroup on the project following the firing of director James Gunn in July. The report says the pre-production team was dismissed and is now free to look for work. Gunn was axed from the project following the backlash over offensive tweets from years back. No release schedule was announced by Disney and Marvel for the movie. The show's cast, led by Chris Pratt, Dave Bautista, and Zoe Saldana, posted a letter calling for the reinstatement of Gunn in the movie. Gunn directed the first 2 films. A petition was also launched in July calling for Gunn to return to the film. Gunn's replacement has yet to be announced. Crazy Rich Asians grossed over 82.7 million pesos since opening in Philippine cinemas on August 22.
March. We've been dating for over a year now, and I think it's about time people met my beautiful girlfriend.
The opening breaks the record for the biggest opening weekend for a foreign romantic comedy in the Philippines, a distinction previously held by Made in Manhattan. It was also the biggest opening of 2018 for Warner Brothers in the Philippines. The movie is a watershed moment in Hollywood. It's the first full-length film in over 25 years to feature a predominantly Asian American cast in a story that's set in present day. Warner Brothers Philippines General Manager Francis Soliven attributes the big opening to the movie's virality. He adds that it also didn't hurt that 2 Filipinos are in the cast, Queen of All Media Chris Aquino and US-based Filipino comedian Nico Santos. Aquino plays Princess Intan, a guest at the wedding, while Santos plays Oliver, Nick's cousin. The movie has earned over $76.8 million in North America since premiering on August 15. Follow Rappler.com for updates.